To be invited to be the chair of judges for National Chef of the Year, for me, is a complete honour, an absolute honour. I mean, this is a real prestigious competition. It's a competition that I've known about all my working career, from chefs like Kevin Viner, when I used to be like a young lad at college, going to like Hotel Olympia, to then going to work for Gordon Ramsay, who would, talk to us about it, like when we were working for him. And now to be asked to be chair of judges for me is fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to bringing my kind of interpretation to the role and how I visualise the role. And I've signed up for 2 years, and hopefully I can make a difference and sort of leave behind a bit of a legacy of my time in this brilliant competition. The mark that I'm hoping to make on this competition is to maybe break down some of those barriers. I think some chefs are a bit scared of entering National Chef of the Year because they might think it's very sort of technique, and you've got to be incredible at aspic and jelly and sort of all of that stuff that like they may have heard about or seen it like the old school days of Hotel Olympia. And really it's not. I want to make this a chef's chef competition. This is about delivering great plates of food that are flavour driven and all about the ingredients. And technique is great, but only if it enhances a dish, and ultimately what the judges are looking for is flavour. And I know that sounds really obvious, but sometimes with nerves and maybe overthinking when you're entering, and then when you get there, you're sort of thinking that maybe we're looking for these kind of like almost works of art on the plate, and really we're not. What we're looking for is a great final, a great semi-final, where you haven't got just like a couple of standouts, you've got like a whole array of standout dishes that are just like, that tastes incredible. Oh my God, that is fantastic. That's what we're looking for, and that's what I'm hoping to bring to National Chef of the Year. So the brief, let's start with the starter. I went for gilt head bream, but I've put a little twist on it this year, and I want them to showcase it in 3 servings. So small plates is a real thing of the now, and it's something we do in my restaurants, and I love it because I love the way that people can graze and try different tastes of maybe the same ingredient. So the starter is gilt head bream, and I want them to showcase it in a very sort of pinchos tapas style way. So quite an interesting way. I don't think that's ever been done. Main course. It's lamb, but I want it to be coastal lamb. They can source it from so many great regions of Britain. Obviously Cornwall, where I'm from, Wales. You've just got incredible lamb, Romney Marsh lamb that's got those beautiful coastal kind of flavours. So I'm not looking for that sort of traditional Provençal. I'm looking for good use of sea herbs. Cucumber and lamb are a real match made in heaven. Oysters and lamb are brilliant together. So there's so much you can do with it, and it really does complement the meat. The other little twist, rather than a braised cut, I want to put an offal in there. We don't see enough offal. So I want to see the use of liver, kidneys, sweetbreads. Not all of them, just one of them, but showcasing the offal that's in the that's part of the animal. And dessert. Now for me, in order to give them the best opportunity, I thought about what is in season right now when the competition is on. And strawberries. But I haven't set them a specific brief, I've just called it strawberries and cream. So however they interpretate strawberries and cream, it's up to them. So it really blows the brief wide open. So yeah, it's gilt head bream for starter, lamb and offal for main course, and strawberries and cream for dessert. As simple as that. I want to see starving, hungry, passionate chefs. A great example of this, he spoke today, is William, who won Young Chef of the Year. And I liked it when he said, I didn't look at the prizes. He was asked, what do you think about the prizes? And he was like, I didn't really think about that. That's a bonus now because I've won and it's fantastic. He entered it because he wanted to be Young Chef of the Year. He entered it because it was a prestigious competition. And I hope that's exactly the same type of chefs that are entering National Chef of the Year. People that just want to showcase themselves, are serious about it, and truly want to just cook out of their skin. And if that's your reasons for entering, then you're halfway there for me. Something I would love to see is more female entries. There are fantastic female chefs in the UK, across the world, and we have an abundance of them in the UK. And there are so many great female chefs in kitchens right now, working so hard, doing a brilliant job. Give it a go. Like, really, really give it a go and enter and, you know, make history. A standout entry, I think for me, will be someone that really understands ingredients and knows when to stop. And there's a fine line with, you know, we've heard less is more, we've heard keep it simple. Sometimes though, there's that fine line of keeping it simple and it being quite lazy. And then there's also the other end of the scale where, like, the kitchen sink's on the plate and it's confused and it just doesn't make for a good dish. I'm a big believer everything is about balance. Keep it there in the middle and let the ingredients speak for themselves, but show us something that, you know, we may not have seen before, but ultimately showcase your personality. For me, all the chefs that I admire and love, it is literally them on a plate. It's their heart on a plate. So when you're entering, put your personality, put your heart on a plate, and you won't go too far wrong.